Well, it's early here on the bridge of the Here's to Us, but the coffee is hot. Today, we are going from our mooring ball here in Carolina Beach, and we're going to go north to primarily in Anchorage is our choice near a marine base called Mile Hammock Bay, and it's about 50 miles. We had a little front pass through last night. It's gone and the winds are out of the north, so they're going to be on the nose. The waves, we don't really care too much about the waves because we're going to be on the intracoastal. Shouldn't have much of that. Let's see. Wishes. I wish we could have slept in a little bit better. And a wrinkle today, besides a little bit of wrinkles in my shirt here, is a Wrightsville Beach Bridge, which is 12.8 miles north of here, and it only operates on the hour. So we're going to have to time that. So 12.8 miles, and we're going to crank the engines here and get underway, and we can speed it up or slow down as we need to, but target of about 8 miles per hour for planning, and we can do slower or faster than that as needed. So we're going to get off the mooring ball and get going. We'll talk to you along the way.
We are leaving our anchorage here at Carolina Beach, North Carolina. It was a very short but pleasant night. It started pouring about, I don't know, a couple hours after we got here. And Sam was thankful because we got a freshwater rinse for the boat. Carolina Beach Mooring Field, registration required. And Larry did great helping us get in here. But it's beautiful here.
Wrightsville Beach Bridge, Wrightsville Beach Bridge, motor vessel. Here's to us. Copy the
Wrightsville Beach Bridge, go ahead.
Yes, sir. Northbound PC plus another PC behind me, requesting the 8 o'clock opening.
Typical, Cap, no problem. We'll get you through at 8 o'clock, and if you just keep monitoring channel 13, just in case I need to get a hold of you, I appreciate it, but we'll open up for you at 8 o'clock.
All right, Wrightsville Beach Bridge, here's to us copies. We're on 1-3 and 1-6.
Typical, Cap.
Well, we timed it to get there at 8 o'clock, and so we're just going to check it again here, but there was a boat behind me that wanted to pass me, and I said, well, you know, if you want to do that, that's fine, but there's a bridge up here. So he asked how high the bridge was, 14 feet, and obviously he's going to need it open as well. So we are just cruising along here to do that at 8 o'clock.
Sam just talked to the bridge tender, and the height of this bridge varies. So at high tide, it's 14 feet. Low tide, it can get up to 20. So
yeah, there's something wrong with this. I'm gonna have to investigate it, because just eyeballing it, looked like we could squeak under it, but there's a question, and we timed it to be at 8 o'clock anyway. So he's going to open the bridge now, so we should be in a good position to squeak through it here. But it does appear to be high enough for us in the middle.
you hear that?
Yeah, there's the alarm. And I don't see a fender board out there at all to kind of tell me what's going on with it. But I remember last time we waited for this bridge, and we planned to wait for it, so we're waiting for it. So she's opening up now.
You call the bridge a she?
Yeah, She's opening up. He's opening up. I don't know.
Because the bridge tender's a male.
Look at that fender board right there at 16 feet.
16,
Yeah.
wow.
So now I would imagine that is low steel. In fact, I pretty guarantee you that's low steel based on my eyeballs. So 16 feet, we probably could have squeaked under this thing.
I don't know, Sam.
You know, I mean, just based on my eye.
Better to have it
Yeah.
open than take the radar off the top.
Yeah. So the name of this bridge is the Figure 8 Bridge. It's 21 feet high. No sweat for the here's to us. But it opens on the half hour and the hour if you're taller than that. If you're taller than that, you probably won't be on the loop. It's looking pretty good here. And the board says 23 feet. Rip.
Not funny.
So mile 267 here on the Intracoastal, and we're abeam Harbor Village Marina where we stayed on our first loop. And you have to kind of wait to get in there. The harbor master marshals you in because it is very narrow, and we were traveling with another boat, so they were trying to time us to get in here. I think we did a little circle out here in the river till we got in. Great place to stay if you just need a rest. There's not much around there, but it will give you a rest. Speaking of rest, we are well rested. And I have looked at the route, conferred with my first mate, and it looks like at this point we're going to continue on to Morehead City because Rev doesn't need any more practice anchoring. Let me turn this down here a little bit. And we think that we'll get to that marina and get there in time to have a nice dinner and see Morehead City, because last time we stayed in Beaufort, North Carolina, and we'd like to stay someplace different. So we're going to continue on. One of the wrinkles in it will be the timing of the Onslow Bridge, which goes through marine country, and they are pretty particular about you being within a certain distance of that bridge for the opening on the top of the hour and the bottom of the hour. So we'll be looking at that based on our speed here, which is going to change because we'll be going into low tide, and the inlets and all that will affect us as well. Not too concerned about traveling on low tide in this section here. The tidal swing is only about 3 feet, so that's a total of 3 feet, so plus or minus 1.5 feet. If you're worried that much about it, you probably shouldn't be traveling. So we'll just take it easy and look forward to getting to Morehead City, exploring that little town there.
There's the anchorage over there that we were going to go to.
It's actually back there a bit. I missed it. And we are going through on low tide here, which is, we have enough water. However, you don't want to be coming through here too fast on low tide. I got 7 feet under the sensor, so I'm looking at 9 feet, 8 feet. Just kind of following Bob's track around from earlier and seeing what we can do with it.
Are you nervous?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm nervous. Well, that was fun. Coming through here on low tide, and even using the Army Corps of Engineer 10-month-old data as far as I went back, and Bob's track markers have moved, so you know your visual navigation and watching the depth and bringing it back so that you can respond to it. But it is low, and it's low tide. You're going through a couple turns there, so you know even Bob has on his website is, hey, the captain's responsibility, and his tracks may be a season old when you go through there. And so we're now timing ourselves to come up on the swing bridge, and we are in good shape to do that. In fact, I'm probably going to have to slow it down or hover up here, and I don't like to hover, so we're going to slow it down a little bit and time it to be up at the swing bridge so that when they open it, we'll be going through. They are a little precise is the word, to open the bridge, and you must be within a certain amount of distance so that they will open the bridge for you. So we're timing it for on the bottom of the hour, and probably 15 minutes after the hour I'll give him a call. We have another boat behind us who is probably going to go through too, so they'll probably catch up now that we've slowed it down. So the Onslow Swing Bridge at the Marine Base. Onslow Swing Bridge, Onslow Swing Bridge, motor vessel, here's to us.
Onslow Beach Bridge,
Yes, Onslow Beach Bridge, northbound PC, looking for the bottom of the hour opening. Also have another PC behind me.
Roger that, Ken.
All right, that's it. They don't say much here. It's serious business. It's the Marines.
What time does the 12:30 bridge open?
12:32.
So got the Lejeune, Camp Lejeune Marine Base around us. And this bridge, you gotta be here, you gotta be punctual. They can do whatever they want, but you gotta be on time. Marines.
Onslow Beach, thank you from the Here's to Us, Simplify.
Roger that, Ken.
Well, we're about mile 230, the town of Swansboro in here, and got my little cheat sheet here. 230. We'll go through the Emerald Isle Bridge. Swansboro Village is a potential anchorage for those of you who will be going through Swansboro. So read the notes about that. We're going to continue on to Morehead City. And tide is coming up, which is a good thing. So we've had a rather long day. We started out high tide, went to low tide, and it's going to go back up. So we're looking at a good old 9 or 10-hour day today, but it's been beautiful weather and really easy. Just that one section there, and it's kind of one of those things you had to go through at low tide at some place. So the best thing to do is make sure it's not too critical of an area. It was a little skinny for us, but nothing, we still had, under the prop, we still had a good 4 feet under there, even at the lowest part. So just watch those areas and you'll be good.
How you holding up?
Enjoy the great American live. I am holding up just fine. This is nothing more than just a routine U2 mission, or a short B-52 mission as far as length goes. So we're doing good.
What we got here, Sam?
Well, we got here is a tug, or a tow with a barge, and he is waiting for more water to come in, because if you see over here, is we got some shallow areas here, and he's got to have the tide come up a little bit more. We're showing 6.3 under the sensor, so that's 8.5 feet, which is plenty for us. Kind of a little sketchy in here, and he knows that, and so he is waiting for the water to come up. And I called him on the radio. Channel 13 is what they run on in here, and he says bring it on by, because he's just waiting for more water. So he's probably in a hover mode there, or whatever they do. So we're just kind of switching through here. This is mile marker 212. We got about another 8 miles to go until we're into the port. And of course we got, he's staying there in that area, so we get a little bit of current here from him. Just kind of steering manual here. Stay over to the left a little bit more.
Island Trader.
Yeah, Island Trader. Okay, so here we go.
Hit it.
Otherwise it's going to push us all over there. There it goes.
Woo!
And coming out of it. Alright, so that reset itself. I think we're out of the danger zone.
It stinks.
Yeah, I think that's his, whatever he's got on board there. Who knows what he's got on board there. So. Enough excitement. Yeah, so anticipating those currents, you know, as you see them there in the water, you're going to steer into them, steer out of them. That's the way you do it.
Coming up on the Atlantic Beach Bridge, I love how they have American flags all the way across there. That's pretty cool. So, what's going on? Is that Morehead over there?
Yeah, that's it over there. And if you're coming in from the south, you got to watch how you're using auto routing systems. They'll try to cut you in on the west end of Sugarloaf Island, which you do not want to do unless you have an airboat. So right now we're getting toward high tide, and my concern with this is going to be the current going through there, although it's starting to lessen up. You have more current on an ebb tide. We're going on a flood tide right now, so I've looked at the currents and those types of things, but we're going to bow in. Most people bow in there, is what he says, and that's strictly because of the current. So that will help us get in there. So we're going to be coming around the east end of Sugarloaf Island and then backtracking. So we'll try to give you a little bit of a scenery along the docks out there if Rev can, but should be out there getting fenders out. So we'll see how that works out.
A lot of activity over here in Morehead City. Giant boats. Fortunately, it looks like that one I thought was headed toward us has docked. But that big fishing boat's coming at us. It's time to make a turn here.
Yeah, we'll be making a turn around this pole.
Well, we made it. Here we are in Morehead City, North Carolina.
Yes, we are at the city docks, the city transient docks. They were in very good condition, and we have power on the boat. We're real close to where the office is and the showers. We're in slip 2, which is kind of a unique slip, so you might ask for that. It has, you can tie on either side, so finger piers going out, you have your own little slip here. You don't have to share with somebody else on the other side. So we are going to get out and explore the town a little bit, but it was a long day. It was a beautiful day, though.
Yeah, very nice. You did great. I'm proud of you.
Yeah, it was, I guess we were almost underway a little over 9 hours.
Oh,
yeah. So,
wow. That is a very long
day. But it doesn't
day.
feel like 9 hours.
It does to me.
All right, we're going to enjoy this little town here that we didn't get to see last time, so we will see you next time on What Yacht To Do.